What's up guys, Momo-Dog here again. Today I wanted to give you some insight on how to get out of low ranks with Devil Jin, since I was asked multiple times on how to not plateau with this character, because there are some of you that struggle a lot on lower ranks, and that is perfectly understandable because this character is not easy to get into. So I'm going to give you some tips and tricks as to how to make it out of low ranks with the most efficient tools possible. To get right into it, I'm gonna tell you right away, your most efficient tool in low ranks is going to be the single jab. I can tell you straight up already. We will go over some matches that I recorded against some low ranks later, where I will show you, where I will demonstrate you what the most effective way is to keep it simple and yet effective against lesser experienced players. And you will see a lot of one jabs on my side. And I will give you reasoning as to why I'm one jabbing where and how. And then hopefully you will be able to understand why the one jab is so important. But let me give you one reason why this jab is so super important. Even though the range got nerfed as of Tekken 8 and the damage got nerfed, it's still your go-to tool for keep out in the neutral next to the electric. And you want to keep your opponent out as much as possible because you don't want to have to deal with pressure the whole time. That's one of the bigger mistakes I've noticed in lower ranked Devil Jin players. They respect too much. And you can avoid your opponent building too much momentum by just keeping them out with a single jab. And if you're really confident, with a keep out electric, which will give you 10 times the reward pretty much. The jab is +8 on hit, +1 on block, and in general it's just a great move to throw out until you die for it pretty much. What does +8 mean for this character? You will see this number on 1, 1, 1, while standing 4, and Morning Crow 1 on block, not on hit. And Devil Jin is a character that benefits a lot from this. Why? Well, Devil Jin has a pretty good mix-up out of +8, I would say. He has a homing low out of +8 in down 3. He has a countered launching mid that will frame trap you pretty much. And should I press into these mix-ups, or like should I press into this frame trap, I get counter hit launched by back 4. Should I try to hop kick the down 3, back 4 will also, catch me. So these perfectly synergize with each other. A hop kick would beat my down 3, back 4 will beat my hop kick. And anything else I do will get caught by down 3 except blocking low, which will in turn get hit by back 4. So as you can see, it has perfect synergy with each other. And a cool old school tech that's still around with this character is, should someone try to jab into your +8 and you hit them with the down 3 instead of the back 4, you still get massive reward instead of just a down 3 on trade. This is fully guaranteed. This is pretty much 45 damage in total because you got a jab, you get the down 3, and you get the guaranteed down 4, 4, 4. This is only the case when you trade with a jab, but it's still good to know because it does happen from time to time that someone jabs into your +8 on hit and then will in turn get hit by the down 3 on trade if they do not get countered launched by the back 4 already. So again, this number is pretty useful from the get-go, because this will lead to some conditioning, and conditioning is the most important word for Devil Jin while building up your game plan. Why is conditioning so important? Well, imagine you counter launch your opponent like once or twice with a +8 into back 4. This will in turn keep them from mashing. What can you do when they stop mashing or when they stop walking? Because both back 4 and down 3 will track you. To demonstrate you, this tracks me. Oops. Let me change the action here real quick. I go to the left, I get tracked. I go to the right, I get tracked. So they can't even walk after +8 pretty much. What are you gonna do when they're conditioned and they just stay still after getting hit by your jab? Well, you can apply your mix-ups. You can either go for the hell sweep until they finally start blocking low, and when they finally start blocking low, you can just go for a heat engaging mid, which is pretty safe, and it's a very strong mix-up. And in heat, this becomes even stronger, because you gain access to even more powerful mix-ups. All of that just from a jab, theoretically. Another thing that makes Devil Jin's jabs still strong in this game is that the counterplay isn't as easy as you'd think it is. His 1-1 in this game has very different tracking. The second hit of 1-1 will always track sidewalk left, which people will generally try to walk to when they're trying to counterplay Devil Jin. Only at the highest level of play, people will start realizing, okay, up close I need to go to the right against 1-1 because it will track me for going to the left. And it's already hard enough as is to walk a jab string after a jab on block, for example. So this is a great frame trap from the get-go. +1 into 1-1, confirming the 1-1 into 1-1-2, knockdown, Oki, mix-up. This is also another easy way to build up your momentum. Momentum is almost everything in this game. And Devil Jin strives off momentum, because he has a tough time building up momentum, but once he manages to do so, man, does this character become strong. So again, jabs 1-1 are your best friend in neutral, because they keep it simple and yet very, very effective. Fast and strong tools, 1-1 complements 1 pretty well, should they try to sidewalk your second jab, for example this. And then you also have Y standing 4, should they start trying to duck for your jabs, for example, or should they try to walk from range, you can get in with a Y standing 4. Repeat the same situation pretty much, which, you know, turns out to be very strong, as you can see. And the same can be done from Morning Crow 1, because this is +8 on block instead of on hit. Block all. Same situation applies here. Back 4, down 3, and then, you know, the obvious mix-ups that I've talked about before. We will now go over some matches that I recorded for you that I recorded against some lower ranked players over quick match. I sadly can't play against those ranks in ranked because they're so far apart from me, so I had to do it in quick match. And I will give you some reasoning on why I do what and how I try to apply my mix-ups and my conditioning. Do also note that in lower ranks, the worst thing you can do pretty much is try to go for the big moves the whole time, because that will leave you the most vulnerable to, for example, keep out, counted launchers, counted launching strings, all of that. And against heat in lower ranks, you have to stay very calm and patient, because in lower ranks, people will throw out their heat very needlessly. I uploaded a guide on how to use your heat properly with Devil Jin, and the same mistakes I noted there will be done by characters, or like players and other characters, when they try to use their heat. Most of the time they immediately throw out their heat smash and they're left with no heat. That's when you start striving again, because that's when they have no power to, you know, control you anymore. You can start building up your momentum instead by popping your heat and then just pressuring them instead. And Devil Jin has good pressure and space control while in heat. Right, so we are now in the recording part of the video, and here I will give you some insight on how I apply my conditioning and my mix-ups. So let's get right to it. These are 4 matches in total, and I want to give you some, clear indicators on where you can apply your mix-ups the best and how you can condition the best. So the first match is against Steve. Steve in general is known to be a pretty good counter against Mishimas because of back 1 alone. You're less likely to get counter hit by back 1 when you use faster moves like a jab, though it is still likely for you to get countered. Here you see me jabbing a lot, instead getting, for example, reversaled, or, you know, getting ducked. This is already good for me though, because that means he's already showing reactions to my jabs, which I can counter. As you can see, he got hit by a jab and he hesitated. That's where I could immediately apply a hell sweep mix-up. Go for some Oki, and then for a back 4 on the Oki, which in turn is some good damage already. I hit a voice standing 4, do another to check if he's finally ducking or not. He doesn't. Which means for the next +8 I get, I can just press another hell sweep. This is a bit of a fuck up of a combo, but it's fine. I immediately go for the heat smash because it has the potential to kill. Then I poke him down with my +8 that I got from the voice standing 4 and just kill him. Voice standing 4 again, because I want that +8, and it's a pretty safe move to throw out. Jab, 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 jab. Condition, he gets hit, I hell sweep. And again, at these ranks people don't think of stepping jabs too much. So jab into jab is a pretty strong flowchart if you think about it, until they start using high crushing moves, for example, which in turn you can counter with a jab into down forward 1, for example. He pops his heat immediately, this is what I meant. Let me pause this real quick. He pops his heat, and he immediately uses his heat dash. This is what I mean by you need to be patient when people at lower ranks pop their heat. Because he immediately used up all of his bar, I still have the entirety of my bar. So I already have this round in my favor pretty much. I failed to duck the down back 3-2, but I get a nice side block on the follow-up. Go for a neat combo here. And then I go for 2 down back 2s. Why? Because the first time I did down back 2, he got hit by my voice standing 4 follow-up. So I was thinking he would stop walking after my down back 2 since he already got hit by it once. But no, he kept walking. So if he keeps walking the next time, I can either just press up forward 2 to track him or Y standing 2 for a full launch. Jab into back 4. He's still conditioned, as you can see. Does not want to press into my jab at all. Now he pressed into my jab, and I blocked. He got hit by a jab, doesn't duck, I get the hell sweep, I win the round. So as long as you play the +1 situation very carefully, it's basically impossible for you to risk all too much, as you can see. Down back 2 is an approach to beat back 1, because he did use it as a keep out. He gets hit by the Y standing 4 again. This is what I meant. He walked my down back 2 into down back 2, so I figured, okay, my Y standing 4 will hit again. And then I get another +8 into a hell sweep because he refuses to duck at +8. I will keep hell sweeping until he finally starts ducking my hell sweep. Okay, ender into back 4. I have a huge life lead. There's not much reason for me to risk anything. That back 1 was a jab misinput, so I unfortunately ate a trade here, but that's fine. One launch means nothing in this game. While standing 4 hits, I get another hell sweep. I pop my heat to kill him off. That's the round. That's the game. That's it. That's game 1 already. On to the next match. Against the same Steve. Jab. Keep it safe. Backdash after jab. Go in with down back 2 in order to beat back 1. Okay, second down back 2 didn't work out. It's fine. The life deficit isn't all too big, I can still make a comeback. Jab hits, I check if he ducks, he doesn't. I check his down forward 2 with back 4 to check if he ducks, he doesn't. This move is up forward 2. 1 second. This one, I could have punished with back 1 2. He probably used this move in order to keep me out from using down back 2 again. Instead, I still went for down back 2, pretty much because I'm an ass. And I wanted to keep my momentum up again. I should have punished this up forward 2 simply, but instead I opted to just go for another down back 2, hit another Y standing 4, and another hell sweep. This sequence was more damage than a punish altogether, but I still recommend you to just go for the guaranteed damage always. Guaranteed damage is always better than whatever I just did. This was more for demonstration purposes. He whiffs, is low, I heat smash, because it's such a strong whiff punish, round is over. That's done. Y standing 4 to go in, he whiff punishes with back 1. It's fine. Nothing too serious. I hit another Y standing 4, and this is where the frame shift finally came into play. He tried to beat me my hell sweep. I checked if he was finally conditioned with that back 4, and turns out he was finally conditioned to press into my Y standing 4 and hit to beat my hell sweep. However, I dropped the combo, so we don't talk about this. I hit another back 4, drop another combo because I was super not warmed up while I was trying to record this. But it's fine. I have a huge life lead, we just keep going. Jab, 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 jab. This time I went for jab into 1-1 to check if he was pressing into me with the lowest risk possible. I guess wrong in some of these situations, but I'm still nowhere near dying. I punish his back 2, and we keep going with the round. I could have ducked this back 1-2, but it's still fine. I still have much room to breathe. We both have heat, there's nothing to be afraid of. Save down free flowchart instead of going for the hell sweep, because a hell sweep might kill me if he does block it. Jab into jab. Very low risk flowchart. One into 1-1 to check if he tries to respond to me. He doesn't. This time, when I ducked after this 1-1, 1 second. What I tried to do when I ducked after this 1-1 was I checked if he would try to check me with a back 1 again, because in the first match he back 1'd into my single jab. So I figured maybe, okay, maybe he will back 1 into my 1-1 eventually, but he didn't. So I can just keep up my momentum the next time around. Second hit of 1-1-2 connects. I confirm it into 1-1-2 and get some decent OK into mix-ups. 1-1 into Y standing 4 to check him whether he's ducking with very low risk. I duck his homing high, and we keep the momentum up. Jab into back 4 to keep him from pressing. And now we just keep it very simple. Jab, 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 1-1. I tried to kill him with the heat smash, but it's fine. I interrupt his string with 1-1, because it's such a strong and fast move, and we win the round. On to the next match against the Feng. This will be probably very insightful for some of you guys that struggle against Feng. Jab into back 4, immediately check. Okay, he's not conditioned. He's conditioned. So I go for the hell sweep next time around. Drop the combo, but it's fine. I disrespect with a bystander 2 in order for him to press me into me with a frame trap the next time around. Which means I can just block the next time, should he try to frame trap me, and use my plus frames, because most frame traps in this game are minus on block. I jab him out of his pressure, try to get him to the wall, but I drop my combo. Still fine, I have the life lead. Don't fret, just because you drop the combo doesn't mean you drop the game. Jab, 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 back 4. And I figured he would try to use a low, high crushing move to beat my jabs. He used down back 3 and I blocked it. He keeps using down back 3 in order to beat my jabs, presumably. I guess right in the back turn mix-up. I whiff punish with the heat smash because I stayed calm. Round is over. Use your heat smash as a whiff punish if possible, and especially when it kills. Such a strong single button whiff punish, and such huge range too. Guessed right on this situation, Sally didn't get a punish, but it's fine. Back to back to the wall. I have to keep calm. I can't overcommit all too much. We're out of the wall. Keep in mind that getting out of the wall should be your #1 priority when your back is to the wall, but be careful about it. I disrespect again with a Western 4. Check him whether he's conditioned. He's still blocking. I eat the keep out high, but it's fine. He drops the combo, and we just have to keep going. Even if we're low HP, we have to keep going. In this game, a round is never over until it's truly over. So I keep my momentum up. I whiff punish his wall jump. Final mix-up pretty much. He goes for a spring kick. I stay patient. I kill him for a spring kick. And people at low ranks will panic a lot and use wake-up kicks a lot. Either bait them and whiff punish them, or block the spring kick like I did and punish. I disrespect again because he refuses to frame trap me properly. And I get a neat counter hit heat engager from it. Now we're a bit in the blender. I block the high crushing low. And I try to keep my pressure up at the wall, but sadly it doesn't work out. It's fine. Jab, 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 jab. He responded to my jab with a back 1. Back 1 is -10 on block. I punish it, and I win the round off it pretty much. And that was the match. And now, the final match against the Shaheen. This Shaheen is Fujin, however the same things still apply. Even at Fujin rank, people won't try to consistently step your jabs. I'm light on a whiff punish, it's fine. Jab, hair sweep. He's already conditioned. I pop heat because I'm convinced I can end the round fast enough, since he doesn't know about my game plan yet. Lasting 4 into 1-1, very low risk conditioning tool. I pop my heat because my heat bar was about to run out. I hit the counter launching string, it's fine. Next time I will just low block it. I do not worry about having eaten it uncounted at all, because I still have the life lead. Do not overcommit at the life lead. He overcommits, I whiff punish him, round is over, it's done. Down for a 4 check at the round start to check if he tries to press something slow. He doesn't. Jab hits, I hell sweep again, because he's conditioned. I keep my plus frames up. He was -9 on block, so I checked him with a 4-4-2. Turned out to go in my favor pretty much. I keep the pressure up at the wall, I killed him. Round is over, it's done. Off of just hitting 1 heat engager. Jab, jab, low risk. Jab into down 3. That was a misinput. Check him with 1-1, it tracked him. We keep going. He tried to sidewalk on wake up, fucked up. We kill him with 1-1-2. We confirm the 1-1-2 again. And all of this life lead just off pressing 1-1. I could have confirmed that, but instead I walked after the second 1-1 because I knew he would try to press into me. Remember that 1-1 is only -1 on block, you can do anything after it. You can sidewalk, you can backdash, you can press again, you can do anything really. I sidewalked his down forward 1, kept the momentum up. I tried to heat smash him here, but it's fine, round isn't over. Now it's over because I didn't block the low heat smash, but it's fine. I still have the round lead, I do not have to worry about anything. Okay, I don't expect you to do this necessarily. I do recommend you to, however, lab as many strings that you can duck as possible. This is one of them, Shaheen's for 1. You can duck and launch it. And it will net you a neat by-standing 2 launch. I have the life lead, I go for a very low risk mix-up. Jab, 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 jab. It's fine, I either don't make 2, it doesn't matter. Jab, 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 jab. I sidewalk his 4-1, because I knew he would try to frame trap me after back 3, which is +3 on block. Wrong punish, but it's fine. Doesn't matter. 1-1-2, momentum. His back is to the wall. I have the upper hand here. I do not have to worry about anything. I can keep it very low risk even. Jab hits, I hell sweep. I pop heat because he's about to die, so there's no risk for me in popping heat. I finally ducked the high-low string, which I ate on counter the round prior, and here it mattered because it won me the entire game. So this is how you should go about your day. It doesn't matter whether you get hit by something on counter, for example by a string, or by a frame trap, as long as you learn from it and adapt to it. I ate that 4-2-4 on counter hit the first time, didn't punish properly the second time, but the third time when it won me the round, I went for the proper option and actually punished it in the right way. So what I'm trying to say is, do not be demotivated just because something keeps pestering you while you are trying to play the first two. Go into your replays, study as much as possible. Use these low-risk tactics to condition your opponent, and believe me, they will work guaranteed. They worked against the Fujin here multiple times. This was only one match that I recorded, but multiple matches were played. So again, keep it very low risk, keep it very simple, keep it very safe and fast. Do not opt for your slow moves in the neutral the whole time, because that will leave you very vulnerable. Find openings. A jab on hit alone is worth gold. It may only be 5 damage to you, but to me, it's an opportunity to kill my opponent pretty much. These were my strategies to get out of low ranks with Devil Jin. Momo-Dog out.